Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Andrew.
Blake 7
Yes.
and the Oval.
And the Oval.
Blake 7 and the Oval.
Oh, you mean Duel?
Duel.
Yeah.
Blake 7 Duel. But if you subscribe to DWB, when they did their list of Blake 7 episode ratings, the typesetter got it a bit wrong.
A bit wrong?
And yeah, it got half the letters wrong, so Duel turned into Oval. I just imagine the write-up. Blake...
Well, it got more than half of those wrong. Oh no, it got the U and the L right, okay. Yeah.
Actually, no, you're right, because, Duel is D-U-E-L, Oval is O-V-A-L.
Yeah, but you got the U and the L right.
I didn't get the U right, got a V.
Oh, right,
I got one letter right.
Got one letter right,
Got
oh
the
my
L
God.
Right. I'm just imagining the write-up, Blake and Travis fight an oval.
Yeah.
Next week they're going to fight a square and a hexagon. Anyway. Right, anyway, a planet.
Yay.
Yay, that's good.
Looks a bit
good
like
start.
Earth.
All look rocks.
Right.
Studio rocks.
Studio rocks, yeah.
There's a statue of John Pertwee doing a W. From Who Done It. There's a statue with its arms up like John Pertwee.
I thought it was like it had its arms like that, like it's got weapons.
I know, but I just thought of John Pertwee.
Broken weapons.
There's Isla Blair and her video effects.
Yes, and a dress.
And it's clearly cold.
It's in the studio. How is it cold?
It's a bit nippy out.
I don't think she's got anything on underneath it. That's the problem.
No, is she doing her best impression of the ladies from the original Bullseye title sequence?
It's just, because there's no barrier.
Right.
You can see things.
And Patsy Smart has got her staff in her hand.
She's got a staff, yeah.
All she made me think of is Granny Weatherwax. She comes on with her. And they talk a load of ominous nonsense to each other, don't they?
Like you do.
And meanwhile, there are 3 pursuit ships.
Pursuit.
And I'm going to say pursuit ships, because Blake says pursuit ships.
Yeah. Have you been to the pub?
Yes.
Or BBC Bar, even.
Travis he's on one ship. And he's got two friendly ships.
Two friendly ships.
Which you don't see.
No, because your budget won't go.
Because they only got one set.
Yeah.
And they got mutoids on board.
Yes.
And it's never really quite explained what mutoids are. You get hints and things, but it's never quite clear.
They're just sort of automations, really, aren't they? They're sort of robots by any other name.
And at this point, you start to realise that there's no Dudley Simpson.
Yes.
Because all the music is stock from various places.
And sound effects. That's what I said to you that I was going to say something about this episode.
All right, well.
And it reminds me, I wonder if Segan Akinola's ever seen it.
All right.
Because it reminds me of some of the episodes of Doctor Who he scored for.
Okay.
Where you just get noise, you don't get music, you just get noise in the background adding to the atmosphere.
Okay.
Because I think it adds to the atmosphere of this story, not having... I mean, I love Dudley Simpson's music, but it does give it a really different feel.
Yeah.
And obviously it's because Douglas Camfield never liked using Dudley Simpson because he thought he got paid too much money or something.
I don't know whether that's true or not now. I refer you to Michael Seeley's book on Camfield, which is over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's stock music. I think some of it is Alan Hawkshaw. I think who he does stuff for Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World.
Oh, right, okay.
And various other series. I think some of his music's even on Prisoner Cell Block H.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But yeah, Travis notices a light going round behind the planet, and it's the Liberator.
Yes.
And he says the other ships have
driven Blake into the sector.
Well, he says into this galaxy, which is nonsense.
Sector.
Because they're not in another galaxy. He means sector of the galaxy. But yeah. Jenna's got a new top on.
She has. It's all sort of
black with white things on. It's almost things. But they're all like circles, dots.
Yeah, like stars.
Well, I said it's either stars because she's in space, or she's been painting the ceiling and got blobs of paint all over it. But there's none on her nose or anything.
It sort of reminds me of Peter Capaldi's top.
All right.
But he wore as the Doctor, which was had sort of the silvery bits on it.
This week the Liberator power banks are knackered.
Yeah, it's been running too long.
Yeah, they should get some Duracell in.
Yeah.
Villa and Avon have a niggling scene about Avon being a machine.
Yeah.
Jenna, Blake, and Gan go down,
Mhm.
and meanwhile the mutoid has a tube of green
Yes.
to drink, doesn't she?
Yes, because she has to have
Oh, who's the mutoid?
Carol Royal.
Okay.
I think she's in Life with George, which Simon Cadell
All right.
was in. That's the only thing I
But
can
she has a
think
sort
of.
of pluggy in thing,
Yes, yeah, it's like blood plasma because they call them like vampires because they
Well, it's
use
blood serum, but it's green for some reason. I don't know why blood serum has to be green. Maybe they couldn't get away with having red.
No,
I don't
probably
know.
not.
Maybe not. So yeah, they're going to go in after the Liberator.
Mhm.
When they teleport down, there's no jingle, and
No.
I just said it feels like being naked because there's no Dudley, and it's the the music is good, but you really miss Dudley for the teleport.
You do for the
bit.
teleport, yeah. I mean, the music is interesting. It's different. I mean, I like Dudley's music, but sometimes it can be. It's quite florid, if that's
Florid,
the best
that's a
word
good
to
word.
use. So
But there's some melted rocks knocking about,
Yes.
maybe signs of a fusion bomb.
Mhm.
Gan sees the statue, and then Gan sees the ladies.
yes, Barry
Yeah.
seems to forget about that later.
I wrote that down, yes. But they disappear.
They do.
Poof! Like that. There's thunder and lightning going on all the way through.
Yeah,
all
but
of
no
this,
rain.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard to do in the studio.
Gan sees lights in the sky.
Mhm.
He has seen lights in the sky before, but never anything quite like this. Blake realises it's pursuit ships, and he definitely says that.
Yeah.
So they teleport up because Villa's been dozing,
Yeah.
and Villa presses all the buttons and makes all the alarms go.
Alarm,
Alarm!
yeah. And then we cut to the flight
Well, I
deck.
just imagine like Gan or Avon on the toilet or something and being alarmed. You
Well,
know?
Gan wasn't on the toilet. Gan went down to the planet.
Oh well. Oh no. Yeah, well, all right. Not Gan then. Avon and Candy. I don't know. Whoever was on the toilet. Somebody.
I don't want to think about Paul Darrow being on the toilet.
All right. Okay.
This has gone in an odd direction.
Yeah, but well, Darrow runs in.
Yeah, he does a good bit of Darrowing.
He tries to take the corner and he takes it a bit wide, doesn't he?
Whee!
He's like, good job he doesn't slip arse over tit. But they realise they can't outrun them. The battle computers suggest surrender is
Yes.
probably the best idea, and then they start getting hit by plasma bolts all
They do.
over the place.
And they have to keep doing this thing of not putting the false wall up, which is their sort of shields, until the very last second to keep the power drain
it drains
down.
too much energy.
Yeah.
There's a load of shaking acting, isn't there, every time one
Proper
hits.
Star Trek acting.
Yeah.
There's a great bit coming up where Blake and Avon are talking and they sort of have to clutch at each other.
Well,
It's
we'll
really
get to that in a
quite
minute. I did
funny.
write that down. But yeah, it's like bolts all over the place, and let them use up the power.
Yeah.
Might even things up. Travis realises that Blake's low on power anyway, and says that the other two ships are expendable. He's the only one that matters.
Yeah.
They've got the Liberator's got 2.3 hours of power left.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a bit rubbish sometimes.
It is a little bit.
For an
But then-
amazing ship.
But then they've drained 4 power banks.
Well,
I mean, why don't they regenerate themselves as they go along?
But yes, more bolts, and Blake gets his Etch-a-Sketch machine out, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And he's really
so
bad at drawing.
rubbish.
He's
It's
got this
so
thing in his
rubbish.
hand with a sort of stylus, and it appears on the main screen. And he tries to draw a cross, and he can't manage it, can he?
He does like a little thing
And
and,
he
then
misses
some,
it, and it's like when you're trying to sign on one of those pads for when the postman
Nobody
delivers
can
something.
ever sign
Your
anything.
signature right.
No, I just do a squiggle now.
Yeah.
I think the postman said most people do. Did you have to sign today?
No, not today. No. But yeah, music.
But not Dudley.
But not Dudley. Gan, Villa, and Jenna take over the controls whilst Blake's showing off his lack of drawing skills.
Yeah.
And he says the best thing is to ram Travis.
Yes.
I don't know what he's thinking of, but yeah. And then there's another bolt, and Blake and Avon have an inadvertent sort of a little cuddle. They
Have a
do.
little cuddle, yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Have a little cutch.
Eh?
Little cooch.
A cooch?
That's what they call it in Wales.
Okay.
A cooch. It's a good
But
word.
with all these plasma bolts, how do they know when to react? I'm just imagining Douglas Camfield just behind the camera going, bang! Bang!
Graham Harper, you want for that?
Yeah, well, if it was Graham Harper,
Graham
it would
Harper
be.
jumping up and down.
Yeah, but I'm sure Dougie must have
Well,
done
I'm
it
not
as
sure
well.
that would have been terribly good for his heart.
No, but Pursuit Ship 3 runs out of juice.
Mm-hmm.
Zen starts to do a countdown to
Mm-hmm.
the ramming impact.
Mm-hmm.
4 more bolts are launched all at once. Then the power starts to go.
Mm-hmm.
Travis tries to evade, but it's a bit all late. Then it all goes weird.
Yes, there's all these sort of
Effects, time slows down. There's a shot of the Liberator with its prong coming into.
Yeah, and
And
he's-
not quite getting there.
yeah, and Travis's prong.
Yeah.
That's his,
Travis's prong. Oh, it gets worse. You haven't got there yet.
that's his detectors, isn't it?
I don't know.
Why am I doing
It's
this?
it's sticking out thing. But they get very, very close, but they don't scrape the paintwork.
No.
Um,
Would you lose his no
the-
claims bonus?
then everyone's like clutching their ears.
Yeah,
or
because there's a
going,
noise. There's a noise. Apart from
I
like,
hate you, Butler. Like that.
apart from Paul Darrow, who's not.
Is he all
Yeah, he's
stolid?
all solid. Solid? Stolid? Stolid?
That's a good word.
There's no...
There is a word.
Okay.
There's more video effects, and Blake vanishes, and he goes down with Isla Blair, and so does Travis.
Who,
Patsy Smart,
mm-hmm.
She Skypes the ships,
Skypes the ships.
but,
Hope her
but the
reception's
sound
better
and
than
picture
ours.
quality could be better, frankly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like Skype.
Mm.
It's all like pixelated, and the colours are wrong, and the sound's awful. It's really bad. You know, for an advanced race, they're like really rubbish at communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Travis's ring doesn't work. He's all bunged up, I suppose.
Or it's blocked.
Right. So, and these ladies are Cinefar and Giroc, aren't they?
Mm. Yes.
What?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Nothing. But yeah, they say how Travis is sort of pompous and stupid and all this stuff.
Well, Chirac does.
Yeah.
Cinefoot's much more polite.
Yeah, and Blake says, try stamping your foot, Travis, because
Yeah.
Travis doesn't like
Being mocked. No.
being interfered with like this.
No.
There's some blab about their planet being a dead race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll comment on that again in a minute, because they kept on having like a really long war and inventing more and more weapons.
Yeah. So they finally come up with a neutron bomb or something.
or
of
some
the sort.
such. Yeah.
He likes his nuclear devices. Just
Yeah, this is familiar nation sort of
Yeah.
ground, isn't it?
It's the Thals, isn't it?
Yeah, Blake says the Federation is corrupt, so to sort of settle their argument, they're going to fight a duel.
Yes, to the
basically.
death.
Yeah. Blake says they could agree not to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Travis isn't having any of that.
No.
Then there's a sort of flash,
Mm-hmm.
and I said chock-a-block video effect,
Chock-a-block.
because there's these sort of circular,
circle,
all
yeah,
different
yeah,
colours.
yeah.
It's like what used to appear on the computer in chock-a-block
All right, okay.
on the screen.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Travis sort of gets a big tool in his hand, doesn't he? It's a big chopper.
You said it was a machete, but it sort of
Well,
looks...
it's for chopping wood
Yeah,
and things.
it looks a bit like a sword. It's even got a sort of scabbardy kind of thing.
But Jenna and the Mutoid go down.
Mm-hmm. Not through choice.
No. And I said, for a dead planet, there's an awful lot of trees and holly bushes about, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's some foresty music.
I wonder if they send them back in time a little bit.
Don't know why.
Because that bit of the planet doesn't match any of the rest
The
of the
Studio
planet.
Rocks.
No. I mean, it's the New Forest,
The
isn't it?
foresty music is a bit Jeffrey Bergen, I put.
It's slightly Jeffrey
Seeds of
Bergen.
Doomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghostly Patsy Smart is sort of lurking behind the bushes.
She's
isn't
having
she?
a goals.
Yeah, and Blake has a funny turn.
He does. She does that naughty, doesn't she?
Yeah. Well, I always thought he'd like walked into a force wall or something like
Yeah.
that, because he.
But she's sort of influencing
Yeah,
him,
he keeps
isn't
on
she?
clutching himself, and his
head.
face goes a
He
different
clutches
colour.
his head.
Yeah, but yeah, as if by magic, Travis appears,
Mm-hmm.
and Blake and Travis have a bit of a rumble.
Really quite rubbish one.
Yeah, and Isla Blair tells off Patsy Smart, and suddenly Travis ain't there.
Yeah.
He's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
The Liberator crew are watching all this.
Mm-hmm.
Blake's in some bushes. when Jenna appears. What was he doing in the bushes? Having a crouch. But yeah, you can't remember Travis being there. And now this is, of course, reminiscent of Captain Kirk fighting the Gorn at this point.
Yeah, I've never seen that episode.
In the episode Arena. But so Blake fashions himself a pointy stick,
He does.
doesn't he?
Pointy stick.
Well, he has one, and I think Jenna gets one.
Yeah, she gets one. Don't look terribly pointy.
Travis and the Mutoid are on CSO.
Yeah,
for
did
some
they
reason.
run out of time
I think they
to
ran out of
film that?
yeah. And
There's 2 scenes of them on CSO, and it's really obvious because the lighting's all wrong, and they've got a blue fringe.
and Travis has a poke at the holly bush or something
Yeah,
for some reason.
he's pulling something out, isn't it?
out,
Like
yeah.
sort of
Twine.
twine, or to make twine.
There's some night. There's actual night filming.
Yeah.
Now I said that there are either stock sound effect creatures on this dead planet left over from Planet of the Daleks, or else Jenna's got terrible wind and she's eaten some bad berries or something.
Okay.
Maybe she's been foraging in the bushes. I don't know. But Blake and Jenna are sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Well, they're not really, are they?
Well, they're getting on. They're having a laugh.
They're having a laugh.
It's all very merry up the tree, isn't it? But yeah, sort of Villa and Gan have a conflab. You know, the Federation will be after us until the day we die.
Which for some might be sooner than others.
Shh. So yeah, wake me up when you're tired, says Blake. Well, if she's tired, she's going to fall asleep, isn't she? So that didn't work.
No.
Travis tries to get to know the mutoid a bit.
He does. Well, I don't think he does. Travis likes to have power over people. And the problem with mutoids is that they don't really care.
And they don't have a past.
And they don't have a
whatever
past.
They were.
Yeah, it's all been wiped.
Yeah.
And he tells her who she used to be and what her name was, and she's supremely
I just put not bothered.
not bothered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uninterested is the word I was going to say.
There's a flappy clockwork bat thing that lands on Blake's hand and as a suckle.
Okay, Mama, be careful. Mama's just walking on a pile of stuff.
Yeah, don't knock
If you
stuff
hear a noise
over,
in a minute,
Martha.
it'll be Martha knocking
That's
stuff
Martha
off.
knocking over Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World. Where are you going,
Come
Cat?
on, Mama.
But yeah, this bat's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
A little bit.
Avon goes to go to bed, basically.
He's just tired. Come on, Mama.
What do you imagine Avon's bed's like?
It's all black.
What quilt has he got?
He's got a quilt. He's got like an eider down.
An eider down. What's his tog rating?
Oh, I don't think he gets that cold. Okay.
Okay. Then there's talk about Avon and Travis and their nuts. Sort of throwing their nuts at each other. Suddenly morning has broken.
Yes.
And the mutoid has trapped some bats because she needs a top up of proper blood, doesn't she?
So you might hear a noise now. That's Martha playing with the box.
So don't fall in the box. She's tried the bat serum, but it makes her feel a bit.
Bat serum.
It makes her feel a bit umpty, doesn't it?
does,
So it's only like 2 stars. She needs 4 stars.
Needs 4 star or 5 star. Unleaded.
That's an old joke, isn't it? Can you get a 4 star anymore? I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Travis makes a big pointy sticky thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not. He wants to have more pointy sticks than
anybody
Blake will
else.
ever have. But the mutoid is feeling woozy, but gets to go after Jenna. Though at this point they don't know that it's Jenna. They just assume it's Blake's got a companion.
Yes.
So Blake shimmies up a tree again.
Now at that point,
Yeah.
it looked to me, because it's still meant to be morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks to me they filmed that just before it starts to get dark.
All right.
Because they're shooting up into the tree, and you can't really see Gareth Thomas. He's just a sort of dark shape.
He's a blur.
So I think they were sort of getting it done before the light went.
Maybe then.
Because the light doesn't look quite right for it to be morning, really.
They'd need to look at the filming schedule, but I don't know. So Jenna's got a stick in her hand, and she sort of goes on the prowl. Then the mutoid turns up and thumps her.
She does.
Blake sees some smoke that Travis has made. Got his pipe out, I expect. He's having
lit a fire.
I know, but I imagine Travis with his pipe like Jack Hargreaves. So where's Jenna gone? Jenna is gagged. with a thing in her gob. What's this thing? Is it like Travis's hanky or something? Where's it come
I
from?
don't know, it's quite long. Perhaps
Yeah.
it's a belt.
I don't know. It looked like a blue hanky. I don't know.
It was black.
I don't know.
It's not big enough to be a hanky. I mean, it's too big to be a hanky, rather.
It's a gentleman's manly hanky. I think Travis would have a big hanky. All right. Yeah, the mutoid gets a needle out. She's going to have sort of put her prong into Jenna and have a suck. But yeah, Jenna's tied to the tree. Travis starts shouting for Blake. Give yourself up, Blake.
I've got your friend.
Got your friend. And then Blake goes to rescue Jenna, and this is rubbish.
It is.
Because Travis shouts now.
Yeah.
And the mutoid gets her chopper out and takes 3 or 4 attempts to sever the bit of cord that's holding the pointy sticky device that's up in the tree that's going to fall on them. And of course it goes nowhere near them.
No, because they roll out of the way.
By the time they faffed about, trying to do it.
Creeper or whatever it is.
So that's rubbish. Blake and Travis have a rumble, and then Jenna and the mutoid have a rumble. And there's all the echoey bits on the soundtrack, isn't it, when they hit their sticks and weapons together. Like that. You said Stunt Travis's hair is wrong.
Yeah, because there's a bit where Blake, or Stunt Blake, it's hard to tell, throws him sort of over him, and it's whoever's doing the stunt has obviously got a wig of some kind on, and it's too long. It's too long at the back. So where Stephen Grimes' hair is quite short, it sort of goes way like that. Okay. So yeah, Stunt Travis's hair's wrong.
Blake sort of gets the upper hand, doesn't he? But he throws his stick away.
He does.
He will not kill him.
He will not kill.
Blake and Jenna are teleported back to the studio.
Well, not teleported.
Well, no, they're oofle dust or something. I don't know, does it? But yeah, Travis will always be the one chasing Blake, so he knows
He'll
can
always
beat
win.
it.
Yeah.
A rubbish excuse, isn't it?
It is. He loves him.
The energy banks have been recharged. The Liberator reverses away.
Yep, slowly.
It doesn't beep. It should beep.
It should be.
It should
beep, beep, beep. Spaceship reversing.
Gan says he didn't see the ladies.
He did see the ladies.
He did see the ladies.
Or has he forgotten? Or has he not connected it? He's a bit thick, Garen, bless him.
A bit slow.
Little John.
Is Jenna in a slight mood when Blake says Isla Blair was beautiful?
Yeah, because, he's nearly got her killed. He nearly had the blood sucked out by a vampire lady. And then he says the one with the nipples.
The one with the nipples.
It's beautiful. You're supposed to notice that sort of thing.
Okay.
You're supposed to be more concerned about Jenna.
Alright, okay. She's put a new top on and everything, covered in paint.
I know.
Travis is still narky, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. And he's told never return to this planet. I don't think he was in a hurry to come back.
No.
Not really.
No. Not if they make him do that every time he comes.
Yeah. The mutoid's going to have a court-martial.
Yes.
That's just for not being able to chop a
Yeah. Well, she says to him,
cord.
she did say that her function might be impaired.
Yeah.
So
Travis don't listen.
No, it's Travis's fault, really. He's a typical space man.
Space man. What's that meant to be?
Well, I was going to say man, and I thought it might sound sexist. So.
And they're going to follow Blake, but they're not going to keep up. So,
what's the point?
So how are they going to follow him?
What's the point?
If Blake turns left sharply and doesn't indicate, they won't know where he is.
No, he could zip off and they would have
He could
no
do a
idea.
slalom around some Jaffa cakes in space.
Yeah.
There's a reference for you. And Travis says Blake's mistake was he should have killed me.
Yeah.
And that's the end. What do you think?
I like Duel. Yeah, it's very obviously different pace from the previous episode and the one to come.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is it noticeably Douglas Camfield or?
It's noticeably
It's different.
very well directed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better than anybody else, but I would point out in the Adventures with a Wife and Blake book, Sue Perriman immediately knows it's Douglas Canfield.
Yeah.
She's got Canfield
senses.
So, yeah, I think he does make his mark.
Yeah.
It's a shame this is the only one he does, because I
Yeah.
would like to him do a season 2 one.
Yeah.
Sort of killer, maybe, or something like that.
Have you got a Darrow fact for us?
A Darrow fact. I have a Darrow fact.
What have you been listening to?
Last bit we listened to actually relates more to last week's episode
Yeah, right.
than this week's episode, which was Mission to Destiny,
Yeah.
which many people say is very atypical of the series, because obviously it takes you out of the whole Federation thing. And the reason for this is that Terry Nation had written 6 episodes already,
Yeah.
and was running out of ideas at this
This
point.
is according to Paul
And
Darrow.
This is according to Paul Darrow, but he was friends with Terry Nation,
Yeah.
so he probably wouldn't know this. And was running out of ideas and was tired, so he recircled an old crime script
A crime
and just
script.
changed a few names.
Fair enough.
That's it. That's according to Paul Darrow on his autobiography, which is very good and available for Big Finish.
True. Okay, right. Will that do then?
That'll do.
That'll do. I think we can have tea now.
Okay.
Bye-bye!
Bye.